This video is intended to help you pray to the Rosary. There's so many times when I've been wanting to learn and never had an opportunity, and finally I joined the Knights of Columbus, and they have inspired me to actually pray to the Rosary quite often. So I want to share that with you now. So down below my monitor is down here is the website www.kofc9258.org. Go ahead and go to that website. Just bring up a different browser if you wish. You can always listen to me and come back to the video if you want. You can pause the video anytime you want. I do want to help you get around the website first. Okay, so we're going to do a little tutorial on that real quick. Once you get to the website, click on Prayers. Okay, and then prayers will come over to where everything you need uh, for uh, the Rosary prayer will be listed here. On the right-hand side, right alongside the Apostles' Creed, is a shortcut to the mysteries. You're going to need the mysteries. Click on that, and it'll bring up another window, another tab. So you'll probably have YouTube up here. You'll have Knights of Columbus, the prayers listed, and then you'll have mysteries also, which is JPG, and it can be saved. So this is joyful mysteries, sorrowful mysteries, glorious mysteries. You can arrange them any way you wish. You can pick from the list. And there's many more out there on the internet too. I'm just going by this as something to start with. So we're going to go back to the prayers and we're going to start here. All right, now starting down, I'm also reading from a script so I don't make a mistake. You're going to start with the rosary. I wrap it around my wrist um, so it doesn't fall to the ground while I'm working with it. It does take about a half hour to get through the prayer, each rosary prayer. Well, the prayers consist of every bead on this rosary is going to be prayed upon. So it's going to take you about a half hour, depending how big your rosary is, maybe a little bit longer. In groups, may you may want to take even longer. Who knows? So for our purposes, just to get familiar with it, and you want to go over this plenty of times so you can you get when you're in when you're at church or in a group, you know what you're doing. All right. So we're going to start with the crucifix, and down on the crucifix, you're going to hold it, and you're going to do the sign of the cross, and you will be reciting the Apostles' Creed. Now that's the first one on the list there, and you just scroll down or you hit any one of the keys over on the right here, any one of these hotkeys, and it'll bring you down to any one of the prayers. And then on the right hand side, I should have covered this during the tutorial, but on the right hand side, when you scroll down, there's these arrows. They'll bring you right to the top of the, so you can pick another one, right to the top of the menus. Anyway, back to this. On the first large one, there's a single one here, three in a group, and then another one back up here. There is significance to this. So on the first bead, you're going to recite the Lord's Prayer, the Our Father, on the large bead, and then for each of the small beads, you're going to go use Hail Mary, and covering faith on the first bead, hope on the second, and charity on the third. And then on the last bead, you're going to do the Glory be to the Father on that. Then we're going to go back, start up on the, I call it the right side. It's as you go up on this, and you have 10 beads. Now, this is where I'm only going to cover the first, basically 11 beads, all right, including the large one up here. So this is going to be repeated throughout the whole rosary, and there's about either 5 to 10 of these groups, depending on what kind of rosary you have. So we're going to recall the first rosary mystery, okay? So on the web, it's going to be one of these. You're going to recall basically the first group over here. And then you're going to have that in mind when you do the Our Father on the first large one. So they consider um, this first one, some of them have a large one. I don't have a large one on the very first one down on the bottom. If you do it, that's what it's going to be done. Now, on each of the 10, which is right here, actually right here is the 10, you're going to go up and use let's see, recite the Hail Mary and reflection of the mysteries, okay, on each one of these. And you're going to, it takes time because Hail Mary, believe me, once you get through a couple of nights of doing this with a group or with yourself, you'll remember the prayers. On the next large bead, which follows those 10 beads, you're going to do, uh, let's see, I'm reading the notes here. I got lost. Hang with me. 10 beads, and then, okay, on the next large bead, you're going to do a glory bead to the Father, and also you're going to do the Fatima. Uh, you're welcome to do the Fatima also. A lot of times it's one or the other. Uh, like I said, both prayers are on the website. You're going to do this for the total of 5 times through the whole rosary. At the end of the rosary, when upon conclusion, customary to do Hail Holy Queen prayer, and that would conclude it, and your prayer would be over. Uh, there's times when a church or as Knights of Columbus or somebody says, let's try doing 20 a month or 10 a month. Well, this is what you would do. Believe it or not, I do this while I'm driving. Of course, paying attention to what's going on the road. But you sit at a traffic light a long time, you have time to do some of the rosary prayers. You don't have to do the whole rosary, but some of the prayers are pretty nice. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you wish, you can share it to others and play it as many times as you want.